Hi. Hi, Gahayo. Good evening. Welcome to another Otogirisou stream. I'm excited. Oh shit, sorry. I have a Northern Lion bot up. Anyways. Hi. Are you guys excited? I sure am. Totally excited. I love reading scary stories. And I hope you guys are too. I figured since I've been getting pretty bad sleep lately, but I'm happy that I've been able to essentially keep streaming every day. I do wish I could sleep better and stream earlier, but for now this will do. As they say, it's a marathon, not a not a sprint, right? So here we go. I'm hoping to go longer than an hour today, but we'll see. Since I get scared easily, as you guys may already know. But yeah, we're in the middle of loop 2. We're in the mansion, page 199. I don't know what the number on the right means. Is it like scene 63 maybe? To give a quick rundown. We're on a trip with our girlfriend. Our car breaks down in the middle of a forest, and the only shelter nearby during the storm, I think, the only shelter nearby is this mansion. So we go in the mansion, and we can't figure out if there's like someone in there or not. But there's a lot of really strange things that are happening. And that's basically the gist of it. We're just gonna go right in. No warm up, no nothing. No fear, Shakespeare. Let's go. Start. Okay, so this is where we left off. We decide to take a shower because we got all muddy outside, right? And I think this is such a stupid idea, taking a shower in someone else's house, but you know, whatever. I'm not the main character, so they can do whatever they want. But so our girlfriend Nami decides to take a shower first. And what happens is the water is like super boiling hot. So me being the man I am, I decide to go and look for the boiler room and see if I can fix that. I looked at a meter and was shocked. The water temperature control knob was set to 100 degrees Celsius. I set it back to 42 degrees Celsius. I looked at the pressure gauge, and the boiler's internal pressure was rising considerably. I'm assuming 100 degrees Celsius is a lot. My American ass not knowing what that means. The safety valve was also broken. No, actually, it wasn't broken. But if someone did break it, suddenly I became worried about Nami. Wait, Nami! What the hell is the second one? As I ran, I told myself Nami is safe. Let's give ourselves some sort of confidence boost, I guess. Nami wasn't there. Nami? I panicked. Nami! What's wrong? You're shouting so loudly. Thank goodness Nami was there. I had my hair in the wind. Sorry. Let's get out of here right now. The walking armor. The disappearing mummy. The boiler on the fritz. Something will kill us if we stay here. Yeah, I think so too. However, I had a bad feeling about this, having this filth on my body forever. I wanted to take a bath if possible. But it was dangerous to leave Nami alone, so I didn't go in. She said, I'll be fine. Hurry and clean yourself up. Don't do it, you idiot. Don't do it. Oh my god. The illusion of choice. There is a lot of, I will say I feel like there's quite a bit of illusion of choice in this game. But, the fact that you get like different text, you still get different text depending on what you choose. So, it's not like that awful, you know. Like, this game came out in the 90s, I think. This time, the shower's hot water could adjust itself fine. I washed up in a big hurry. It felt like the water was washing my filth, fatigue, and fear down the drain. Even so, I thought, I wonder where the house's owner went. Heck, I wonder what kind of person they are. Something else was bothering me. I felt like sometimes Nami wasn't her usual self. There were times I didn't know what she was thinking about. Well, no, I might be mistaken. Suddenly, I noticed a strange smell. It was from the bathtub. I quietly peeked inside. Ugh. Instead of hot water, bones and chunks of meat were scattered about. It was like after a beast devoured its prey. None of this was here earlier. I had to get out no matter what. I grabbed the sliding door. Yep, here we go. I don't think that person earlier was Nami. I think that was the owner of the mansion. It wouldn't open. Was it locked from outside? Nami. Hey, Nami. When I pulled with all my strength, I only ended up pulling off the handle. Suddenly, a huge amount of water began to gush out of the shower and all the faucets in the bathroom all at once. The water started to overflow and gradually filled up the bathroom. Nami! Nami! No matter how many times I called out, she didn't respond. In an instant, water was rising from my ankles, to my shins, and to my waist. Oh, I'm going to drown. I forgot to say, but I was a hopeless swimmer. Oh no. I pounded on the wall. I shouldn't have done that. I accidentally started an earthquake. That's not how that works. You can't just make it a man-made earthquake. What the hell is happening? The inside of the room shook unstably, and cracks quickly spread through the tiles in the ceiling and the walls. The sliding door shattered. Holes opened up over the walls. Wait, let me try something. Hold on. Make it more atmospheric. Oops. Don't do that. That's all. Is that anything? If Saku shows up, maybe they can tell me what they think. But I kind of like it. The sliding doors shattered. Holes opened up all over the walls. Water flowed out all at once. I escaped through the hole in the washer. Then, mysteriously, the earthquake suddenly stopped. It was like everything until now was a lie. I hurried to put on my change of clothes and rushed out of the washer. Nami wasn't there. Nami was acting mysteriously again. No, that's impossible. What if somebody kidnapped her? Nami! Nami! I shouted. Last time she was like knocked out and gagged, I think. So maybe she can't make a noise. What should I do? I saw a fleeting glimpse of a person's shadow on the other side of the hallway. It was a woman. Her white dress flew in the wind. That was Nami. When did she get that dress? You fool, that's not Nami. Nami! I ran. Then her body floated in the air. Nami saw me as she floated in the air, then disappeared as if the ceiling sucked her in. Look at how she doing that. In a daze, I stood still. Did I hallucinate? Or was that a ghost who looked just like Nami? Fuck. Fuck. Eyeballs shined in the darkness, and I heard a laughing voice from far away. After that was only the wind blowing violently. Nami. What the heck was going on with Nami? I mean, obviously, if I were to be honest, I would say that I'm afraid. But the right thing to do. I thought no matter what, I had to look for her. I relied on my intuition. Where was she? This room. I was sure of it. In the corner of the room, Nami was in fetal position. Nami. Artsukun. She was crying softly. I kind of regret naming them Arts. Maybe I should have went with like a random name like Takumi or something. Nami, what happened? I told you not to move. You can't just go away as you like. Artsukun, why am I here? What do you mean by why? You don't know? Nami nodded like a child. When I was drying my hair, somehow, a man's arm was suddenly holding me, and I don't know what happened after that. Shaking, Nami looked cold. Don't worry, I'm with you. I hugged Nami. I don't know. Why do I feel like it's not her? A man in this mansion? There wasn't any sort of sign of that last time. But I'll answer this anyway. Atsuko, look at this room. I looked around the room. There were all kinds of girls' toys from about 10 to 15 years ago. Hey, this was a child's room. Nami only said, "It all takes me back." Yeah, me too. Girls in my neighborhood always played with toys like these. No, that's not what I meant. Huh? I'm nostalgic for these toys and this room. Nami started saying something strange. But why do you think there are two of each? Milk-drinking dolls, playing house sets, and come to think of it, everything here came in pairs. Could two girls have lived here? Nami picked up a monkey toy. Ah! Nami screamed out of fear. Baring its teeth, the monkey toy hit its symbol as if it was angry. Throw that thing away. Take it. It won't leave my hand. I tore the fussy monkey out from Nami's hand and threw it to the floor. Let's get out of this mansion. I took Nami out of the room and I was in a hurry since I felt someone was watching me. Let's hurry, Nami. Nami suddenly stopped. Old marks for a comparison of heights were engraved on a thick pillar that protruded from a plaster wall. Judging from the heights, they seemed to be for children 3 or 4 years old. Engraved nearby was Nami Naomi. It's my name. Hey, quit it, Nami. I hope you're not suggesting something crazy. I compared heights here with another girl. Hey. I hurried to rebuke her. Plenty of Japanese women are named Nami. Don't get obsessed with those weird thoughts just because you found your name there. That's right. That's right. She finally went back to her ordinary expression. This little girl Nami-kun would be an adult now, right? Yeah. Huh? Cracks formed on that pillar in front of us. They were going up and up until they made new height marks that were at my eye level. The new marks were exactly as tall as Nami. What the fuck? What in the world? Neither of those mattered, so I decided to quickly run away. Then we ran out the back door. Wait, there's a garage over there. Maybe. We headed towards it. A car! Let's escape with this. Huh? Steal it? No, we'll borrow it. We'll send it back here with an express home delivery service. Does it run? Let's try it. I didn't need to ask for too much. It didn't matter if it was a classic car. If it didn't run. The door's open. Look, it even has the keys and some gas. That's way too convenient. I'm sorry. I got into the driver's seat, which smelled of mold. Start, come on, start. I prayed. Alright. Hop in, Nami. Nami got in. I'll go as far as I can. Let's fly, Nami. Okay, let's go. I thought I heard her say that in her usually bright voice. She screamed and jumped out of the car. Nami? What's the matter? Confused, I chased her. Nami was outside, standing completely still by a window near the terrace. Nami? I don't want to ride in that car. Why not? No! That accident I was in will happen again. I've never seen Nami like this. Wait, Nami. Just when did this accident happen? I remembered. I was still about 3 or 4. Mother was driving. Then suddenly there was a terrible sound. We were thrown off a cliff. I heard a child's voice saying, "It hurts, Nami-kun, it hurts." I've never heard that story before. Wait, that's weird. Your mother can't drive a car, can she? Oh. Nami's mouth was wide open. That's right. Mother doesn't have a driver's license. Then what is this memory? I'm sure Mother was driving. Besides her, my older sister and younger brother... Nami, pull yourself together. Aren't you an only child? There's another sibling in this Story? What the fuck? What's going on? Oh. Then who were those children? Mother. Oh, I don't understand. Nami held her head in her hands. Anyway, let's get in the car. We never know if something will happen if we keep hesitating. She nodded like a child. Okay, I'll go. We looked at the window and suddenly saw an awfully gaunt Nami reflecting in the glass. How awful. Me, like this? Then that Nami disappeared. No! Who was that just now? Nami, stop. I don't know who she was, but don't worry about it. Let's escape with the car already. The blood drained from Nami's face. Oh, I remembered. Just as I thought, the accident happened in that car. Mother was driving it. Nami! Calm down, Nami. I knew it. I lived in this house. Taken aback, I looked at her face. What the heck was she saying? I was born here. I had an older sister. Yes, and her name was Naomi. Nami, stop. Something is planting those false memories in your head. Don't pay them any mind. You're becoming more and more obsessed with them. No, you're wrong, Arts-kun. This was my home. I was born and raised here. That's why there was a comparison of heights. I think at this point, we've tried to escape enough times. I should just listen to what she has to say. Like, obviously I want to escape more than anything else, but I should try to calm her down. Okay, I get it. Nami, just try to tell me what you can. I try to calm her down. Ah! Nami, look out! An intense light shined from inside the garage. The classic car tore through the garage door and charged at us. I grabbed Nami's arm and moved out of the way. Jesus Christ. A strong wind passed by. The car crashed into the wall of a room, detached from the mansion. Nobody was in the car. How? It backed up and turned around. Oh, great. Now we have a living car. Good heavens. Run away. It revved up and came at us again. Well, this is a different scenery. We tried to run away into the forest in the backyard, but the car beat us to it. It was like the car was trying to chase us back into the house. Nami! Arts-kun! I tumbled into the foyer from the terrace. The empty car crashed into the side wall and became scrap. Phew. I breathed in and got up. Nami should be next to me, but she was gone. Where was she? Was she safe? It was hard to think that Nami would disappear at a time like this. Something must have happened. I have to find her soon. The other ones are so silly. The second floor. I ran up the stairs. What is that sound? The door was open. I rushed into that room. Ugh, ow, ow! Nobody was inside. I tripped on a wooden chair that was broken to bits. This chair. There are large bite marks in it. Is there a beast in this root? Because there was like those chunk of meats and bone in the shower. And now this? Hey, is this a joke? It's like a giant shark had devoured it. Oh my god, Gargura. A monstrous fish? I imagined a giant walking fish and I got goosebumps. A calendar was hanging on the wall. Today's date was circled in red and something was written under it. I got close and saw that it said, 6:45, welcome. Nami, Hearts. Our names? 6:45 was exactly when we wandered into here after the lightning struck. I should not put my own name. I felt dizzy. Was somebody waiting for us? Did somebody lure us here? Were all the crazy events tonight planned? Then I heard Nami's voice. Arts-kun, Where are you? I looked at the calendar. Nami must not see the calendar. I tore it up, threw it away, and rushed out. I went out to the hallway. Nami was calling out from in front of the third door. I ran. What happened? I was worried. Look, this was in this room. With a stiff expression, she showed me a photo. It was of twin girls with the same face and their mother. Arts-kun, this is me. Huh? That being said, Nami did look like the girls in the photo. I clearly remember. This is me. And this is my older sister, Naomi. Nami's face was pale. You saw her too, right? The woman earlier? That was Naomi. Nami, you can't just arbitrarily conclude something like that based on unreliable evidence. Unreliable? Look at this! Crying, Nami flipped the photo over and thrust it at me. Written on the back. Nami age 3, Naomi age 3. I hate that noise I keep doing. My mother is behind us in it. Behind you. Nobody was in the photo besides the twins. Hey, doesn't this person look like something? Hey, doesn't she look like the mummy? Nami. What am I saying? I was adopted? My mother wasn't really my mother. I grabbed Nami's shoulders. What's she talking about? Don't touch me! Nami spoke as she stepped back. We can't be together. It's my fault we've gone through all this. Nami, don't say strange things. Nobody believes that. You're wrong. Otogirisou is the flower of revenge. Somebody's after me. I even got you dragged into this. Don't be ridiculous, Nami. No, run away and save yourself. She rushed out of the room. Nami! Even if she got me involved, I plan to help Nami no matter what. These both sound very similar, like the choices. I went to the water tank. The stagnant water in it suddenly surged. For an instant, a giant fish scale suddenly passed by in the muddy water. A monstrous fish. It was larger than a human. Was this thing eating people? There's so much going on right now, man. I saw water splashed on the floor. No way. Nami, eaten by that fish. Are you serious? This is your conclusion? I looked around again. Then I saw the figure of a person in the dining room. It was Nami from behind. Nami. I held back my voice. Nami's facing away from me and holding a knife. No, that can't be her. She's trying to stab someone at her feet. Forgive me. It's for my younger brother. Sobbing, she said something strange. Her hand gripping the knife was trembling. I can't. I knew it, I can't. Her voice was faint, like she was coughing up blood. Nami, stop! The other person got up from the floor. Arts-kun, run away! It was Nami. There were two Namis? How do you not realize that? Follow the story, brother. No, that's wrong. The woman holding the knife was Naomi. Stop! I jumped at Naomi and held her arms behind her back. Something came from behind. Just when I noticed, it hit the back of my head. I passed out. In my fading consciousness, I distinctly heard footsteps going away. Just how much time had passed. I came to, and the area was completely silent. Nobody was here. Unusual wet footprints were on the floor. They were like from a fish's tail fin. What is going on? Is there a fish person walking around? It was the monstrous fish. Did that thing from the tank stand up walk, hit me, and carry away Nami and Naomi. Startled, I hid in the shadow of the doorway to the dining room. Nami was in the kitchen. Something felt wrong here. I nearly screamed. She was cutting her wrists with a kitchen knife. No! Blood was dripping from her wrists and collecting into a small bottle. What the heck was she doing? Nami! She turned around surprised. Then, Arts-kun! Nami screamed from out in the hallway. Her voice came from the piano hall. So Nami, who was not Nami, but her older twin sister, Naomi. Nami screamed again, Arts-kun! I shouted, I'm coming, and started to run. She must be feeding that fish thing her own blood or something. I ran into the piano hall. My heart jumped at the bizarre scene there. A monstrous fish over 2 meters long was attacking Nami. Pushing Nami against the piano with its fins, it was wrapping its long chameleon-like tongue around her neck. It was standing on its tail fins as if they were feet. Most of its face was its huge mouth, which bore sharp piranha-like teeth. I knew from the way it breathed that thing attacked me earlier. Arts-kun, help! Nami! I was no longer afraid of it. I picked up a nearby chair and charged at it. The fish's eyes faced me and shined red. My body flew through the air and slammed against the floor. I thought of a desperate counterattack. To keep it from hurting me, I pretended to pass out and secretly grasped a shard of glass. The fish slowly tried to attack Nami again. I suddenly jumped and charged at it. My aim was off. Its mouth was right in front of me. Whoa! So that's what it looks like. I stabbed the glass into its mouth with all my strength. It crunched on the glass. That didn't work. Oh, look at his eyes wiggle. Glass is nothing more than food to this thing. I barely dodged it. Nami, run away! Nami and I ran deliriously. Just where did we run to? It was just a little more to the exit. Hey, where was that woman? Nami suddenly stopped in her tracks and shouted, She's my sister! My older sister, Naomi! I was in no mood to deny her any longer. Setting aside our current situation, there was no other explanation for them looking exactly alike. Nami, let's leave anyway. Like I thought, we shouldn't stay here. No, I'll stay here. My mouth was open for 10 seconds. Nami, what are you saying? We'll both escape from here. That won't change. No! She's my older sister! Sobbing, she was really worked up about it. It wasn't unreasonable. She's a young woman from a good family who went from knowing nothing until just now to suddenly discovering that the house she was born in was home to a mummy, that armor, and a monstrous fish. I was born here. Raised here until around when we compared heights. And yet, I didn't remember any of that. Why? Why do I remember it now? Who are my father and mother? Nami sobbed. I don't know what to say. Nami lifted her tear-stained face. I'll go ask my sister. Nami ran out of the foyer. I didn't see where she went. I panicked. Nami! Nami! I screamed loudly and listened carefully. No, I'd better stop calling her name. It was like I was going out of my way to let them know Nami and I were separated. Oh fuck, not the wheelchair. The second floor. I went up the stairs. I sensed Nami's presence. Nami was in what we called the mummy room. It was where we first found that mummy in the wheelchair. Nami. She was reading the diary. I remembered it was in the mummy's lap. This was Mother's diary. Nami flipped through it and showed me. She wrote about an accident from 13 years ago. An accident 13 years ago. When I was 7, Mother was driving with me, Naomi, and my younger brother, Naoki. Younger brother? He was 2 years younger than us. Nami was weeping her eyes out. That accident paralyzed him. She held out the diary to me and I took it and looked through it. Right after the accident, I was put up for adoption. Then things became tough. I skimmed through the diary and was moved from reading of Naomi's continued struggles to care for her disabled brother, and the pain of their naturally sickly mother from placing that responsibility entirely on Naomi. It was filled with sentences like, "I'm sorry, Naomi. Naoki has nothing to apologize for if he dies." Naomi said, when he turned 12, he said he wanted to become a fish. A fish? He said, "My body won't move. I don't want to live my life in a wheelchair. I want to freely swim around in the ocean as a fish." Naomi was crying. "I'm sure that wheelchair was for him. Does the diary say if he died?" Naomi shook her head. "It abruptly ends when my brother turned 12. If he was 2 years younger than Nami, that was 6 years ago, then what happened in this mansion? We may have already seen Mother." Nami said what I was thinking. "Yes, that mummy may have been her mother. I'm sure my brother died too. Only my sister, who suffered the most, remains." Sorry, I need to drink some more water. Judging from the diary, Naomi seemed to be a kind-hearted woman. Naomi resolutely said, "I want to meet Naomi. Help me, Arts-kun. I want to know why she's hiding from us." I said, "I don't really agree. Have you forgotten what she's done to you? How many times did she almost kill us?" "I'm sure she had a reason. Naomi is a good person." I still disagreed. If Naomi lived here alone, everything that had happened so far was her doing. Since we were almost killed so many times, it was only natural that Naomi wouldn't open up to us. Fine. If you're scared, I'll look for her myself, Arts-kun." Naomi angrily went away. I was getting angry too. "Do whatever you want. I don't care, even if the identical twins kill each other." When I went downstairs, I heard that sound. It was the study. I hesitated. Should I run away or go look? Running away was better for my own safety, but I felt like if I went to look, I understand more. "Come on, you coward." I chose to go look for Nami's sake. Wow, he made a decision on his own. I didn't get to choose. I entered the study. The empty wheelchair was there, but not the mummy. Books were stacked up on a desk. Even though there was no wind, one of them flipped open. It was Book of the Devil. What the hell is going on? Of course, the book was originally written in letters I didn't recognize, either Latin or Sanskrit. But I've seen this book's cover a long time ago on TV or something. I opened it. I involuntarily screamed. A diagram of the monstrous fish was inside. Did she perform like alchemy or something? A ritual to turn her brother into a fish? It illustrated transforming from it into a human being, and listed the necessary tools and ingredients for making a medicine. The severed heads of lizards, bats, mice, snakes, frogs, cats, and plus, Otogirisou. What in the world? I groaned involuntarily. The diagram felt like black magic for turning a monstrous fish back into a human. So that monstrous fish was a human being? Another page showed the method for the opposite transformation, a human into the fish. How surprising. A shock of sadness spread in my heart. Our mother caused the accident. A child was paralyzed. Then he wished to turn into a fish, and was changed into one. This is so different from the first route. His older sister is trying to turn him back. The water tank! Before I even thought it over, I was running. Just as I ran in, I noticed something unusual at the water tank. It was emptying. Plus, the monstrous fish was gone. Not even 10 seconds had passed since I heard the splash of water. So just where the heck did all that muddy water and that giant fish go? In the first route, the tank was filled with snakes. This time, clear water gushed out like a spring from the bottom of the empty tank. The tank was filling before my eyes. What's going on? I jumped onto the ladder and climbed to the top of the tank. Then I heard footsteps running in. Arts-kun, look out! Get down from there! Nami, where were you? I was looking for Naomi, but I suddenly had a bad premonition. Hey, get down already! I'm fine. I was really worried about you. Dude! These are both awful options. Is he stupid? I'm just gonna stare at him. I'm not putting my hand in there. Like, this is the worst of the two evils. Then the model train rose to the surface and released smoke as it dissolved away. Model train. This isn't water. Sulfuric acid? Yo! No way. Come on, Nami, don't you get it now? I'm certain Naomi's trying to kill us. But my older sister. Let's get out of here. I grabbed Nami's hand. Wait. He was the monstrous fish. Okay, so now I know every time like there's a squishy sound, it's the fish, right? Over there. I'm sure Naomi's in there. I don't care about her. Let's get out of here. Nami shook free from my grip and shouted, If you want to go, go. I won't abandon my family. I made up my mind to fight through to the end. It's the right attitude for a loving man. Let's go. Thank you. Nami cried tears of happiness. I don't think Naomi is a bad person, even though she tried to attack me with a knife. I don't think Naomi is a bad person, even though she tried to attack me with a knife. I'm sure she had a reason. Nami spoke in a daze. Don't give me that. Nami, come on. But when she did that, she was crying. Crying? I didn't know that. She was crying. Her hand trembled, pointing the knife at me, and I felt like she wanted to apologize for something. That may be true. If Naomi truly wanted to kill Nami, I think she would have done it already. Well, why was she collecting blood? It's bait, obviously. Bait? Nami said something crazy. That monstrous fish seems to want young woman's blood. Naomi tried to take mine, but just couldn't do it, so she took her own blood and made the fish drink it. Yeah, stop! We heard a woman screaming and the sounds of a struggle in the dining room. Please, stop, Naoki! It's Naomi. We ran. The dining room looked like Jaws had come through and attacked. There were smashed cupboards, chairs, and the like. Destroyed cutlery was scattered about. Naomi was on the floor and her head was bloody. Naomi! Hey, pull yourself together. We helped her sit up, and Naomi faintly opened her eyes. I asked, Naomi-kun, you're Naomi-kun, right? She nodded, noticed Nami, and cried her eyes out. Arts-kun. She suddenly called out my name. Please run away from here with Nami right now. Naomi? It's too late for him now. She spoke of the monstrous fish, her brother, Naoki. I tried so many times to turn him back to normal. Naomi, you? I didn't understand Book of the Devil at all when I first read it, but Naoki could do it, so I thought I could too. I spent so many years, and at last, I could read it. Then, making the medicine to turn him back to normal required many ingredients. I had a really bad feeling, but I managed to gather most of them. But there was something I couldn't get until the very end, no matter what. Hey, Lightside. So I just learned Macaulay Culkin has 6 siblings. Is that the Home Alone kid? Welcome in. Nami suddenly looked up. Naomi, you know me. Yes, Nami. It was your blood. I absolutely needed it in order to return Naoki's body to normal. The mixed blood of twin sisters. Yours and mine. Wow, so specific. And he wasn't the only one who's an actor. Yeah, I know his brother, right? He was in Scott Pilgrim and of course other things as well. I was at a loss for words. In order to do that, I had to lure you here with all sorts of tricks. Then do you have her blood? No, I couldn't, because these past 13 years, I constantly thought about how I missed you more than anyone. Naomi cried, unable to speak. So I tried to make do with only my blood, but then it had the opposite effect. The opposite effect? Just my blood wasn't enough for the medicine. I had forgotten using the blood of only one young woman only drove him into even more of a frenzy. It's coming! Naomi stood up, her body shaking. I'm watching Mean Creek and I was thinking, is that Kevin? What's Mean Creek? I'll take care of the rest. So Nami, escape with Artskin. Then never come back here again. Naomi, I just can't leave you here. Nami screamed and disheveled her hair. Go, Nami. Mother would want that too. Nami held her breath. Mother? Where is she? You already know. She's that mummy. She felt responsible for causing the accident. She worried and worried about it. She wouldn't eat anything. Her hair turned pure white. In the end, she turned into that mummy. Wow. Okay. The backstory is completely different from the first route I played. Huh. In the first route, her evil twin sister killed her own mother by locking her in a room and not feeding her. But here, she died on her own. She just starved to death, all by herself. It's about a brother, the bullied kid taking revenge. I see. Was that their mother's love? I was overcome with a solemn sadness. Nobody here was bad. Their mother regretted causing the accident. Paralyzed, Naoki wanted to become a fish, and Naomi gave her own blood to try to save him. Nami sadly cried out, I'm the only one who's doing nothing for him. Only I have done nothing for him. Nami, calm down. Let go! Nami thrust me away and ran off. No, Nami! Nami, stop! The sounds of her steps disappeared into the back of the house. Catch her, Arts-kun! Naomi's frantic. I can't say anything more about the movie since I started it. I saw you streaming mid checking IMDb. I see. I hope the movie is good. Let me know. By the way, I did check out the soundtracks you sent me. Dude, the OST is so good. That fish will eat her. Huh? When it first tasted blood, it wanted to eat more and more young women. When it ate them, it became stronger. Yeah! That was Nami's voice. Arts-kun, help her! I lent Naomi a hand and heard. I couldn't abandon her now that I knew this much. I thought I'd at least lay her down on the sofa in the foyer. I can walk by myself. Hurry to Nami, Arts-kun. Naomi fainted as she said that. Naomi! Then her unconscious body floated into the air and disappeared into the back of the mansion. What the fuck? Naomi! But she was gone. Where were they? Nami. Naomi. Where did they disappear to? Are they... I had a guess. I came to the unopenable room. Open up! Is this room like the Schrodinger's cat of the story? Like, is it gonna be completely different? Hey, open the door! It was completely quiet in there. I got back as far as I could and hurled myself at the door. I broke it down unsatisfyingly easy. The first thing I saw in there petrified me. It was a room of sorrow. The floor, the walls, the ceiling, the window frames. The room was filled with Otogirisou. All the flowers were dried out. This was a graveyard of Otogirisou. That wasn't all. A boy's old toys were scattered about, as if he was playing until now. They were all toys I fondly remember playing with as a child. Racing cars, model trains, miniature cars, and all kinds of character-themed merchandise from back then. Then there were rattles, pacifiers, and other old toys for babies. I understood. I finally understood the significance of this room. This was Naoki's playroom, before he became that beast. Naoki. Even when he turned into that monstrous thing, he couldn't forget his childish spirit. I imagined him locking himself in his old room and playing with these toys by himself, immersed in his fondest childhood memories. Before I knew it, tears filled my eyes. Nobody here was bad. Even though nobody was bad, something went horribly wrong. Neither Nami nor Naomi were here. I had to help them, but even so, I had to fight Naoki. The door that had broken down was closed. Something wasn't letting me out. Oh no. Okay. I thought, I'll escape out the window. Anyway, I'm off to watch the movie. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoy the movie. Let me know if it's any good. I thought I'll escape out the window. I picked up a side table near the wall and threw it at the window as hard as I could. The brick wall outside the window was covered in ivy. I clung to it and gradually descended. Depending on nothing but the ivy, I didn't have much to grip or step onto. My feet were almost slipping. My hands were numb. My feet. Okay, I was gonna ask because I recognized the name. I was gonna ask if Josh was in that movie. Yes, I've seen a clip from it. There's a pretty famous clip from that movie with Josh in it. Oh my god. My feet managed to not get caught on anything. I saw light coming out of the window below me. Just a little more. A little more. I quietly pushed the window open. Trying not to make a sound, I held my breath and went inside. I heard it. I quietly hurried to the foyer. I thought my heart stopped. A demonic ritual was taking place. An altar was in front of the tank full of sulfuric acid. Nami was on top of it. She was nearly naked, but I couldn't see well because of the Otogirisou surrounding her. She was lying down as if she was dead. Naturally, the monstrous fish was leading the ritual. Then a woman in a snug, white hooded cloak came. The one with the slurs? Yeah, that's the one, right? It was Naomi. Clearly, she was being hypnotized. The monstrous fish ordered something of her. Naomi passed a container of green liquid to her. Looks like the ritual is finally beginning. The monstrous fish ordered her to take a sword at that altar. Okay, I've seen it too. My goodness. She lifted it above Nami's body. Wait! I jumped at them. Nami threw the sword towards me. Artsukun, please, use this! I understood. I picked it up and charged at the monstrous fish. It reacted. I thrust the sword into its abdomen. Naoki! Naomi was crying. After all, it was her frantic, bloody decision to stab her brother. Without a moment's delay, I ran up to Nami. I jumped towards the altar and lifted Nami's body. Nami, wake up! When I saw her up close, she was wearing the thin clothes of an angel. Artsukun. She opened her eyes. Huh? Just now, the monstrous fish became angry. Its bloodshot eyes flared and burned a bluish-white fire. Nami, take my shirt. I took it off and threw it to her. Artsukun. Naomi, she replied. Get out of here. I'll be fine. Hurry. Nami's body gently rose into the air. Artsukun. Hang on, Nami. Next, my body, and then Naomi's body floated through the air. As our bodies bunched together, we swayingly floated above the monstrous fish and came to just above the water tank. Ah! Fragments from the wall near us fell into the sulfuric acid and dissolved. Our bodies slowly descended. Nami's hanging clothes made contact with the surface of the acid. Naomi shouted, Stop, Naoki! Save these two! If you want to kill someone, kill only your older sister! We joined hands mid-air. Our bodies were already almost grazing the sulfuric acid. We're gonna die! Nami called out, Naoki, help! Then Naomi said, We're your sisters! That's right! We're your sisters! The monstrous fish suddenly stopped moving. It tilted its head a little and seemed to be thinking. Then our bodies felt suspended in the air on pins and needles. Didn't the three of us play together a long time ago? Naomi frantically called out. Remember, Naoki, you were the fastest in foot races. You were the best at painting, too. Naomi called out, I remember, Naoki. The three of us played by the river during summer vacations. When a snake attacked us, the one who saved us was you, the smallest of us. He remembered. Naoki, your sister, Nami remembers. She never forgot you at all. Naoki, please, let's live together in peace from now on. For just one moment, it looked like the fish shed a tear. But it was no use. It went back into its rage from before. It grabbed us, lifted us high in the air, and paused. Our bodies were almost up to the ceiling. It gestured, throwing us in. The three of us fell head first to the acid tank, but as slowly as a balloon. Ah! Nami! Nami and Naomi screamed. This time I also accepted my fate. Wait, what? The wheelchair? It was the mummy. The wheelchair suddenly came crashing into the tank at full speed. The tank smashed open, and the sulfuric acid emptied out. It completely dissolved both the mummy and the wheelchair at the same time. It was all over in an instant. Just then, only the mummy's white hair remained, but it too disappeared without a trace. We dropped onto the dry floor at the same time. It was their mother's love. The love of the mother, who was turned into a mummy, finally saved us. as if it was dissolving the floor. Sulfuric acid was making a small pond in the center of the foyer. The monstrous fish was in it. It was writhing in pain. Its body dissolved into mush with each swarm. White acidic fumes were rising. Its calls changed into sobs. It was crying. Oh, I shouted. Nami, it heard your voice just now. Mine too. When Nami answered, Naomi was already rushing to it. Naomi, stop! Naomi went into the pond of sulfuric acid. Nothing strange happened. Mysteriously, the acid had become only water. Naoki, Naoki. Naomi cried and screamed her brother's name. She pulled up the fish's corpse from the pond. Oh. Nami and I shouted at the same time. The scorched black mass of monstrous fish cracked, and a beautiful young boy appeared from inside. Naoki, oh Naoki! Naomi hugged him. In the words of Anderson and Grimm, Naoki would sweetly smile here, thank us for breaking free from the curse, and stand up. But Naoki did not stand up. The beautiful young boy was nothing more than a corpse. Nami shouted, "What's that?" That's right, we forgot. The internal pressure of the boiler must have risen too high. What? Run away! The boiler will explode! Kya, a fire! Did the boiler catch fire or something? The floor burst into flames, engulfing the whole foyer before our eyes. I said, Naomi-kun, run away! Nami said, Naomi, hurry! But Naomi couldn't move because she was hugging Naoki's dead body. The blaze spread to the ceiling and engulfed us. Arts-kun, help Naomi! I pulled Nami back. It's no use. We can't help her. It was dangerous for us to be careless. No. Naomi will die. Don't be stupid. Come here. I slapped Naomi's cheek and dragged her out. Run! Run! Will it always end in the mansion, like engulfed in flames? I wonder. It's going to collapse. The mansion Nami and Naomi were born and raised in will go down in flames. Nami and I stood completely still and silent. Let's get out of here. The boiler will explode. Wait! Arts couldn't look. It was Naomi. She was tightly hugging Naoki's corpse, and now was about to collapse here. Naomi! Naomi-kun! We embraced. She was at death's door. Naomi, pull yourself together. She weakly opened her eyes. I am no more. Don't say that. You said we... Listen, Nami. She weakly took Nami's hand. Arts-kun, please listen too. I was worried about the boiler, but Nami's words were impactful. Okay, I'll listen. Yes, thank you. Naomi was struggling to hang on to her dying consciousness. Mother's accident from 13 years ago. It was really me who caused it. What? You and I got into a good fight about where to go, left or right. It looked like Mother was about to go where you wanted, so I said, no, this way. And I turned Mother's steering wheel as hard as I could. Then my vision went pitch black, and there was a loud noise. We were at the bottom of a cliff. Naomi gently caressed the face of Naoki's corpse. I made this child suffer this horrible fate. But Nami, please remember this. Our mother never blamed me for that. She never said a word. Naomi took her last breath. Naomi. Nami cried. But now there was no time to grieve for her. Nami, let's go. Come on. I grabbed Nami's hand and ran, almost dragging her along. We got to where we abandoned our car, the site of the lightning strike. Even though it was only a few hours since it happened, we still wondered how much time had passed. A red light shined from under the mansion. Jesus. Nami and I took each other's hand and gazed at the explosion. The explosion that swallowed up Naomi, Naoki, and their mother's love and sadness. I tightly held her shoulder. Oh. Nami softly said, "The stars." Whoa. Huh, okay. That was very different. That was really sad. So far, the common theme between these stories is revenge. First, it was her sister taking revenge on the burn on her face. But this time, it was the brother taking revenge for his body ending up that way. Turning into a fish is so ridiculous. So it really did take me out of it a bit, but I don't mind. Like, at least it was easy for me to read. I wasn't like scared of a giant fish or anything. But what the heck was that about? Why did he have psychic powers? Like, I think him being a giant fish monster would be insane enough. But he also had like psychic powers and could like pick them up and throw them places and stuff. They didn't explain that part. It was still interesting, like how different the story was. I wish it was more well known. Like, I would like to see like a full walkthrough for this. See like the different paths and stuff. It would be really sick if this game had like a timeline or something, maybe. Like, I want to know which of my choices were the ones that set me down this path, you know? What's O's? What's fancy? But yeah, that was Loop 2 of Otogirisou. Thanks, Koichi Nakamura. There is like a super old walkthrough. Let me check it out and see what ending I may have gotten, if I can understand. Oh, I found a walkthrough in Japanese. End. So that was an actual end. Cause whenever I like looked up other people's playthroughs, I always saw try again, and I'm like, how the heck did you get try again? Is it maybe like people dying or something? Like maybe you died? I guess so far I'm doing quite well. I'm not dying or anything, right? Okay. Let's see. I'm looking through this. To get the pink bookmark, you need to complete all 10 of Otogirisou's scenarios. Huh. I thought... I thought you could see any ending. You have to actually get a different ending each time? Oh. Wait, why is there Burn Chapter 1 and Burn Chapter 2? Naomi Delusions route. What? So this was the strange fish ending. Huh. Okay. And as always, when you complete an ending, you have to like reload the game in order to continue playing it. That was Loop 2, an hour-long stream. I think that's a pretty good time that I was able to finish this in an hour. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So maybe that'll be it for me today. And I'll find someone else to raid.
What a world record looks like.
Ludwig's playing Neon White? they man, they gotta stop uh the autoplay. Why do they do that? Let's see. Who to raid? Man, there's some parts where the music is like really good. It's like fire, bro. This is one track where I heard it, I was like, whoa, this is so cool. Oh, CK's still on. I didn't think that they would still be streaming. I'll go rate them. Thanks for the stream. Or I'm the streamer. Thanks for coming to the stream. Thanks for watching. That'll be it for me. Signed to end this early because a collab tomorrow. I don't want to be too tired, but nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed it. There will be more Otogirisou in the future. I'm realizing that it is October next month, so it's completely perfect to be playing a spooky, scary game. Mm-hmm. As always, if you guys enjoyed the stream, you guys enjoy what I do, I hope you'll think about subscribing. It really helps out the channel. Otherwise, thank you for watching. It means a lot to me that you would, spend your time here. I'll be at Saku's channel tomorrow. We'll be playing some sort of VN, I think. I'm actually not quite sure what we're doing, but you know, it's all on them. But yeah, I hope it'll be fun. I'm sure it'll be fun. It is Artsisake after all. Anyways, Gao night. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, have a great rest of your week. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.